today's video is going to be a huge makeup declutter. I was pretty good. Before we moved into this house, I massively downsized and made it so that basically all of my makeup fit into kind of one drawer. And over the past 2 years, things have spread out. And today, I was planning on filming like a collection, organisation style video. I was just going to tidy everything up and show you how I kept everything. And then I went around the house collecting makeup that wasn't in the places that it should be. And there's a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through everything. I'm going to get everything out of the drawers that I've got right now. I'm going to purge, and then we're going to reorganise. So it's quite late in the evening. The lighting is not going to be the perfect lighting, but this is the time that I want to do this. I don't want to spend an entire day doing this. I want to do it in the evening, watching TV. And so since I know you guys are always asking for this kind of content, I'm just going to do it the way that I can film it and still be productive. So here we are right now. This is just everything that I found in the house that is not actually where it's supposed to be. There's lots more in a drawer in my wardrobe, which I will show you. But for now, this is the biggest task.
Should I get up and run? Stop dead right before it had begun. I was the morning dove, and you were the hope chasing me through the air.
So I've got a few things down here that I'm going to keep, but I don't need to hand, so I'm going to shuffle them. I've just got a little space at the back of here, and I'm going to put them there. So I've got some like just stuff that isn't available anymore, I'm not going to use, but that I want to keep. So I'm just going to show you what it is. I think these are quite interesting. This is an old... Oh, I'm looking at a viewfinder and it's like... Wait a sec. This will be easier for me. Okay. This is an old blush from when I worked at Urban Decay. It's called Fetish. I used to have another one that was pink. And I'm really trying to remember what it was called, and I can't remember. It was like really hot 80s pink. This is one of the most beautiful blushes. Most of this stuff is like limited edition packaging, so like these things that I'm not going to use because they're really, really old. Although I probably could, still could. But I'm mostly keeping them for the packaging. This again is another Urban Decay product that they don't make anymore. I can't do anything with these nails. How amazing is this? It's a cream highlight called Moonshine, and it's got, I wish the light was better because it's not gonna show you this at all, but in the right light it's got like a blue, it's like an iridescent, like a blue pink. I think that might be showing up. Oh man, I loved that so much. This is an old blush from a brand called Fashionista. It's called New York, and I wore it to death. Do you remember this? It came, they like popped out. Funnily enough, the guy that makes Makeup Obsession made Fashionista, which is why it looks so very, very similar. And two Mariah Carey products. I'll open and show you. That I bought from her collection. Oh my goodness. I mean, you know when you buy something and it's just too beautiful. I really try not to do that now. But, oh, something was... Oh, it's a plastic lid. Yeah, I try to avoid buying things that are quite clearly just like collector's things. And then this was a blush from the same collection, which in theory makes absolutely no sense at all because there's nothing special about it apart from the fact that it was a Mariah Carey one. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put this in my regular collection because I've never used it. The colour is Sweet Fantasy. Sweet Fantasy. I'm going to put this in my regular collection because there's no reason not to use that. And that's actually a really nice, pretty colour for this season.
You love like you didn't care.
This top shelf here is all lipsticks, and I never go in it because it's really difficult to kind of find anything. And it's, in theory, it was a really good idea because everything was really laid out and easy to find things, but I want something that I can kind of scramble around in, and this is very, very shallow. So I think I'm going to keep my current makeup in this section instead, and I'm going to move the lipsticks somewhere else, and I've got to get rid of some of this stuff. I couldn't throw away any of the limited edition ones. They're just too cute. So I've put them in this little holder and they're just going to be put on a shelf and probably never worn. I'm keeping 6 MAC lipsticks that I actually still want and still smell okay. They still kind of seem like they're not out of date yet and I will actually wear them. And this is my current Back to MAC pile. Do you remember Back to MAC? Apparently they still do it. So you can take 6 old items or empty packaging and they'll give you a free lipstick. So I'll get some new ones that maybe I'll actually wear. And my pile of stuff that I'm going to give away, eventually when I'm finished, I'm just going to separate that out into anything I swatched and stuff. I'll give that to friends and take it to work to see who wants what. And anything that's still in like brand new packaging, like these things, things where I've got duplicates of stuff or stuff that I know I've tried before and I don't like, I'm going to put those to one side and you can actually donate them to women's shelters. So I'm finally done. I thought I would give you just a quick overview of the wardrobe as a whole. There's really only a few things, like right at the very top there are some travel makeup bags and stuff, but otherwise not a lot up there that's kind of interest for this particular video. On that top shelf there, I will show you in a second, again not a lot, but it's kind of where I've put some stuff that I don't know what to do with yet. Then I've got some shoes and we're going to get into this section. So this is a unit that I got from, I want to say it was Home Bargains, and this is now going to be all lips. So although this is still a lot of lip products, it's a lot less than it was before, and now it's a more varied kind of pile of stuff. So I can go through and I can easier identify the stuff that I'm actually looking for, what I actually want to wear. Before I was falling back into that pattern of keeping things just in case I needed them for a review, compare colours or compare textures or packaging, and I just don't have the luxury of enough space to do that kind of thing now. So this is kind of all the stuff that I'm keeping because I really, really love it and I want to wear it, or because I haven't reviewed it yet. So they're all the lipsticks and lip glosses and all that stuff. And then in the top, this is lip liners, and that's all on the left is all lip liners, and on the right I've got anything eye pencil or brow. I actually didn't have as many eye pencils and stuff as I thought. I didn't throw any of them away. I think I'd already got rid of a lot and I haven't bought any more. And brow stuff is minimal because I have my eyebrows microbladed anyway. So that is a pretty good drawer. I'd like everything to look like that ideally. Just briefly moving up to this shelf. I have a light up here, and I only have the light in this particular wardrobe because we have the DVD player down here, which is kind of hooked up. Again, I'm watching Sabrina. It's just, again, we don't have a lot of space in our bedroom, so I wanted to get rid of the unit that was underneath this. So I kind of put it all so that the DVD and things were in this wardrobe. It just made more sense. Makes the wardrobe a little bit messy on the inside, but it means everything's a bit neater on the outside. So because we've got the DVD player in here, I wanted a light so that if we want to change it at night time or something, that's the only reason the light's in here. It doesn't make any sense to that one shelf at all. It's just a little bit of illumination. But I've got some nail polish that needs to be taken downstairs, which is where I keep all the nail polish. And then I've got my lipsticks that I mentioned. I've also got belts in a little lid. I don't know if that was a lid or a bottom of a box, but I'm always struggling to find where to keep belts. So I've put them in there. And then, as I said earlier on, I've got some stuff up there that was previously in some other drawers that I'll show you in a sec, but my travel makeup bags are up there now because they just don't need to be anywhere nearby. They need to be kind of tucked away because it's not like I need them on hand. So the top drawer, this used to be basically all travel stuff, brushes and perfumes. It pretty much is exactly the same. I've just slightly jiggled it around a little bit. Jiggled it around? Do I mean that? You know what I'm talking about. Moved things around slightly. So I've now got some of my hair tools that were even more cluttered around the area that you've just seen in the DVD player. It was all wires. So I've separated those out a little bit to help that situation. This is all things that maybe I would use for travel. So it could be sun cream, it could be all, I've got tons and tons of miniature products underneath here. Basically anywhere, anytime I go anywhere, I dig through here and pick up anything that I could possibly need. So I've kept sachets, I've kept all my samples. Every now and then, if I see like things like Head and Shoulders, difficult to find a miniature of, you don't see them everywhere, so when I find one I'll pick one up and put it in there. If I've got miniatures of any of my favourite things like this, or I've got like little miniatures of powders and things, I always put them in there. This is all of my brushes that I'm not using right now, any kind of makeup applicators at all. This is some of my more expensive or my favourite masks. I'm keeping them secret and hidden from the teenager. Hopefully she doesn't watch this and she doesn't listen to me saying this right now, because I want to keep them kind of just to make sure that they are there when I actually want them, because anyone that lives with teenagers knows the plight of that, and so I'm keeping them in my wardrobe. Then I've got some more skincare stuff that I either haven't opened or I'm working on something else, so I'm kind of keeping that so I know it's new. And then this is all perfumes, which I haven't added to my perfume collection in a very long time. I don't wear perfume that often, and it goes off. And so the stuff that I've kept in here is either favourites, like for example, this one is the perfume that I wore when we got married. And this is the perfume that I used to wear when we were first going out. And this is a perfume that Lee bought me. I love this perfume so much. This is Givenchy Play Intense. You can't get this anymore, which is, I've got just the smallest amount left. And if you guys know where I could buy this, I'm all over it. I would desperately love some more of this. This I used to wear. I used to work in Meadowhall. I used to work at Urban Decay, and I used to work next to the Givenchy counter, and I used to put this on all the time, but it was too expensive and I didn't want to buy it. And I remember a few years ago we went to Vegas, and Lee bought me it for just as a gift through duty free. So that's another reason that I've got that. This is a perfume I used to wear a lot. My friend bought me this one. It's the Stella McCartney. She bought me it again recently, and I don't know if I love it as much now. I have the original little one that I had. I used to wear it all the time. What else do I have? This was new. This was sent to me. I'm not entirely sure I love the Victor and Rolf. This is my favourite of the ones that they've released so far, but I'm not totally sure. This is the brown sugar from Fresh, which I was obsessed with for a minute, but now might be too sweet for me. I've got the Ombre Vanille from Laura Mercier because I love the body products like this. So this is like a nighttime perfume for me. I know that sounds mad, but because I used to love putting on those body products and it smelt so nice, now I'll just put on whatever it is that I've got and then just spritz a bit of that on, and it feels like super luxurious. And I've got a couple of Jo Malone perfumes. I've got the Pomegranate Noir, obvs, because I'm a basic blogger, and Blackberry and Bay, which is the one I first bought, and now I'm not super keen on. I know you can layer them, but meh. Oh, this one's also got a bit of a story. This, again, when I worked at Debenhams over Christmas, this was like the perfume of the time. It was 2010, Christmas 2010. And yeah, everyone smelled of this, and I used to go to the makeup counter and put it on all the time. And I think lastly in here, this was not intentional to show you all of the perfumes, but I've got SJP Stash, and I really like it. I bought it purely because I didn't even smell it. I just bought it online because I love her so much. But it's really, really nice. I'm a big fan of like more cologne-y kind of scents rather than sweet and floral. And that's kind of a unisex scent. So that's everything in that drawer. Then in this one, this is basically all of my makeup. So this is everything. I don't think, oh, I've just shown you lips, but I don't think there's anything anywhere else in the house. And it is pretty stuffed full. I think I'm going to have to work on a bit of a one in, one out situation now. It is a problem because obviously I am sent things and I don't just want to give them away. Obviously I'll review things, but I kind of want to hang on to things because what if I suddenly fall in love with a product? But recently I've kind of become a bit of a, if it's not an instant love, then it's going to go to someone else who maybe is going to love it more than me. So I think I'm going to have to be a bit stricter about the stuff that I bring in to this drawer because I really do not have all that much space. So we've got all the foundations, powders, primers, all kinds of things back there. In fact, no, I don't think there's primers. I think it's just foundations, concealers, and powders and stuff. There's primers back there, and that's a really nice primer from Bobbi Brown. The Urban Decay not Naked, what's it called? Book of Shadows 3, I want to say, the NYC palette. It still lights up. Love that palette so much. These are just some eye palettes. I don't have a tremendous amount. I really did downsize because I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow these days. But I've kept the Urban Decay Naked Cherry and the original Naked. I've got a little 6 quad. Now, for the life of me, I have somewhere 2 full things of MAC eyeshadows. Where have they gone? Did I give them to someone? I have literally no idea. I don't know what happened to them. The original Naked Basics. This is a new Pixie by Petra makeup palette that I haven't used yet. 2 recent Bobbi Brown palettes. There's the nude, bronze nude, I think this is called. And I think this was called like rosy nude or something. Hot nudes, oat nudes edition. It's like the Valentine's Day one. And this, my all-time favourite cheap palette, which is the Becca and Chrissy Teigen one, which I love. Just love, love, love. I'm not going to go through everything because it's too much stuff. But then I've got like all kind of blushes and highlightery, blushy, bronzy things back here. This is all bronzing and contouring and highlight there. Then anything that's like cream or liquid. All here is just like single eye products of some kind. I do have one pair of lashes. They're the only lashes that I would wear, really. I do like these, but I never, ever, ever wear eyelashes. These nails, I swear, I can't do anything with them. Ugh. They look like little half flickery ones. They're the only kind of eyelashes I can apply because I'm horrible at them. So I've got those, and I've got some Benefit eyelash glue, and then just some mascaras. So at the moment I've got the Absolute Lashes by W7. I've got the Lash Sensational from Maybelline, the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, and the Roller Lash. But I have another Roller Lash in my everyday makeup drawer. So this is like the pull-out drawer. These are the Pax wardrobes from IKEA, by the way. They're just amazing. The best organisational system ever. In fact, I may do a full wardrobe tour in a different video. So these are just little drawers from Muji, because I don't use the acrylic drawers anymore. So I thought I would use the drawers as separators. So in here I've got MAC Skin Finish in Stereo Rose, a couple of just really fine powders, one Charlotte Tilbury, one Bare Minerals. This actually is going to go back in my handbag where it lives, Maybelline Fit Me, because it's really nice for mattifying throughout the day. Hello Happy Foundation, still my favourite from Benefit. I gave it up for a little while because it was too dark for me over the winter, but now I'm fake tanning. Perfect. Bobbi Brown Concealer, the colour is Porcelain Peach. I have this Clarins Crayon in Intense Brown. And this, I am absolutely sold. Liquid eyeliner in brown. It's the roller liner from Benefit. This is amazing, amazing stuff. I would never ever have said I would wear brown eyeliner that was liquid, but hey, I'm sold. It's just softer, it's nice. The Roller Lash, and then I've got NYX Powder Puff Lippy, the Dior Maximizer, which again, that's going to live in my handbag. I'm just showing you it because it has been one of my favourites recently, and I think this is going to go in my bag as well. This is the Bobbi Brown, what is it called? Peach and Quiet. It's the new crushed liquid lips, and they are beautiful. Love them, and that's my favourite colour of right now. And then I've got some brushes, which are the ones that I'm liking at the moment. And right back there, you may be able to see, this is basically a tray of things that either I couldn't get rid of. It's just kind of a little dead space back there because you can't pull this out all the way. So I thought I'd use that. I've got some lip products that are things that I don't want to get rid of. Like, I've got an old Jessica Simpson lip gloss. Do you remember when she did the dessert line? I was just obsessed. Just some things back there that I don't necessarily want to use, but I don't want to get rid of. And I'm going to keep them out of sight. And that is everything. I know the lighting sucked for this video. I completely understand. But if you've ever had to really go through and clear out all of your makeup or your wardrobe or your anything, you will know that it's not necessarily the most appropriate times that you decide to do this. It's 10:30 at night right now. So yeah, I wanted to actually do it rather than just, you know, go through it on camera and whatever. Actually get through and do this. And I knew it was going to take me a really long time, so it was the only way I could actually be productive but also share some stuff with you. So hopefully it was interesting enough. If you've got any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe. I have many, many more, thousands, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!